So welcome back. Good evening, one and all. And it's India Startup 360's Tech Talk Show along with Agrighar Technologies from Hyderabad. We are here to celebrate the Women's Day. And since we are celebrating the women, we have got six beautiful women who have got excellent than the respective field, and we will be discussing how the easy or hard their startup journey was and how they contribute to the startup and also to the ecosystem and so on and so forth. This will be our main idea. And as you are aware that India Startup 360 has come out with this concept of Tech Talk Show mainly to promote the startups and also connect them internationally and then take them to a new height where they are just trying to or dream to go about. So that is the idea. So those who are willing to participate in such similar event, please do ping us, and we'll be sharing the contact details in the bottom line where it is scrolling in due course of this time. So to start up the day's program, I'll be calling an eminent personality from Hyderabad. She has worked exclusively for the agricultural development both in government of Telangana, and also has got their own agri startups over here. And she's a very experienced rural development professional trainer come catalyst, where she trained thousands of aspiring entrepreneurs, farmers, self-help groups, women and agriculture students, and various concepts related to agriculture. To Without wasting much time, I would love to call upon Miss Dr. Sowmini Sunkara over there today, and we'll try to learn more about from her straight away. Welcome to Dr. Sowmini. Uh, are you able to
Thank you,
hear
sir.
me?
Thank you for. Yes, sir.
I hope you are not there in the field somewhere.
Yeah. I'm just reaching home. Sorry for the delay.
You are just reaching
Thank you
home.
for your
That is
warm
okay.
introduction.
Okay, you can say a few words about you. Maybe we'll carry out with other
Yeah.
people and then get introduce them also.
Yeah. Hi all. Hi everyone. And hi to my all co-panelists who have agreed to our this Tech Talk show in a very short time. This is Omni here. I'm representing Agrighar Services Private Limited, which is a social enterprise, which will be acting as a one-stop platform for all the entrepreneurs who are wishing to start their journey in agri and allied sectors. So we provide like end-to-end ecosystem supports services and also giving them guidance on various platforms. We also have an online platform which we'll be discussing in further. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. Next in the line is again another eminent personality. She is from Bombay. So, Dr. Alka Walavalkar, the founder of Resonance L Nutrition and also director of Nova Liver Satya Health Services. She is from Bombay again. So I call upon Dr. Alka to share more details about her.
So, hi everybody. Uh, I'm basically into preventive healthcare system where we help people with metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome, which is usually due to a bad lifestyle, we help people to manage the metabolic syndrome and to prevent it and to manage reverse it in certain conditions. So, as we all know that nutrition plays a very important part in nutrition. So, our basic approach is by managing the nutritional intake, and the other pillars on which we work on is your activity, sleep and stress management. So this is how we are trying to help people manage their health. And with corona coming in, digital health has really become very important. So Novaliver is actually looking at revolutionizing this health taking it to each and everybody, irrespective of the location. And so we are highly digital, and we are available to everybody and anybody in any part of the country. Yes, so thank you so much for having me here, and I'm looking forward to having a very fruitful discussions with these powerful ladies. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alka. So next in the line is again, of course, an academician who has turned into an entrepreneur because she has dreamt that okay, she wanted to contribute to the hometown, especially from south, way down in south, from Coimbatore, and so she quit the lucrative college job and then started her own enterprise. So let us hear from the horse mouth. I now call upon Miss Subhadhra Vasan from Hyderabad, promoter of PVR Foods.
Good evening.
Over to you, madam.
Very happy to meet every one of you in this panel here. Thank you for the opportunity, Partha sir. We are from Coimbatore basically, and we are into the value-added millet products. Bringing millets in a staple food form is our specialty, and we bring millets in more than 86 different South Indian special dish products like millet idli dosa batters, from exclusive variants of millets and millet atta flours, South Indian millet adai flour and paniyaram flour. These are the different variants we are bringing with all the millet variants. And we have been since 2016 with this millet, and looking forward to hear more from other powerful ladies. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, madam. Thanks for your kind words. Now, in the list, I would like to call upon another young lady from Hyderabad. She has, from a homemaker, ventured into a business, and without spending much time, I would like to call upon Miss Nalini from Hyderabad. Over to you, Nalini.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm Nalini from Levin Bakers. I have been entrepreneur for the past 10 years into distribution, but now we are doing millet-based ready-to-eat chapatis, which is made using fermentation technology, which is the uniqueness of our product. With fermentation, we have been able to make millets much palatable and much easier for the modern palate. And also fermentation has many health benefits. So thank you so much for having me on the show, Partha sir.
Thank you, thank you. So next on the list is of course again from Hyderabad. She is basically a financial profession and now ventured into an enterprise. She's rather maintaining and running successfully a venture which is already crossed about 10 crores of turnover, and she specializes on the quilts, especially for the small kids. Basically, I would now like to call upon my friend Suchetha and also my co-mentor from Bharatiya Shakti Trust. Welcome,
Thank you so
Suchetha.
much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It's real a pleasure to be here on the Tek Tak Show and with such beautiful and eminent. Thank you so much. We are manufacturers and exporters basically of quilts and comforters. We basically use natural fibers for our products, and most of our products are certified organic products. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Suchetha. Now I have an eminent personality who is also the chief guest of the day. I have a young lady who is also basically from education profession, but has got a flair to train people and also get involved with people and says confidently that ask me anything, I'll tell you about startups. So without spending much time, I'll call upon Dr. Arti. He is the operation manager from MCC, Madras Christian College, Tambaram. That is the foundation run by MRF. Over to you, Arti.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, and to all the wonderful ladies who have joined the program today, all the co panelists. Happy Advanced Women's Day, and all the aspiring women out there watching this, Happy Women's Day. Um, MCC MRF Innovation Park, as Parthasari sir mentioned, it's funded by MRF, and we are the largest facility and one of its kind integrated ecosystem supporting startups, entrepreneurship, innovation, and research ventures. The focus areas are anywhere from technology incubation to all the way to creative incubation, say kitchen innovation or food science or even art, uh, fashion, design. So these are also some of our verticals. And coming from a liberal arts and science colleges, we explore every original creation and we nurture that to become a true entrepreneurship. That's what we do, turning your ideas valuable. Very
Thank
happy
you
to
very much.
be part of this. Thank you so much for this
Yeah, same
opportunity,
here,
sir.
same here, Arti, and so kind of you. Thanks for all your time to join me in spite of your busy schedule. So thanks to each and every young ladies. And I thought, okay, I will become a minority, and I wanted somebody to support me. So I invited my friend and partner, Mr. Satyanarayan Raman, from who has joined us from Dubai, and recently he has floated a distribution company for all the millet products basically there at Dubai. So without wasting time, I now call upon Satya to say a few words quickly. Over to you, Satya.
Yeah, thank you, Partha sir, and other co-panelists. And very glad to be a part of this inspiring women entrepreneurs on the occasion of the International Women's Day. As Partha said, I recently floated an import-export company in Dubai, and on the job of setting up the market for the value-added millet food products and other healthy products from India into the Gulf market. I have been last 7 years. I have been mar- manufacturing, marketing, and promoting various millet food products and other health products in India. That's about myself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Satya.
Over to you,
So
Partha.
to
Thank you.
set the ball rolling, I just wanted everybody, now that you have introduced things, so we'll just have a sort of combined discussion with each and everybody. In the meantime, when I call one upon, I'll also try to play some of your promotional AVs so that others get a full idea about all your activities and so on and so forth. So let me start with, of course, from Dr. Arti. See, Dr. Arti, I just read somewhere that like you have quoted that "Ask Me Anything." So, what is that "Ask Me Anything" concept, and how exactly you inspire these startups, and how exactly you mentor them, basically?
So we have a calendar activity, that we do from Innovation Park. Say starting from aspiring young minds to innovate, to all the way to training, validate, and then on it becomes pre-incubation and incubation, the strategies. So Ask Me Anything is one of such program where we periodically we just roll out ourselves and keep it very open for the audience to ask anything, starting from what is startup, or what are you talking about, to all the way to how to go about it. So anything from basics to science. So yes, that's what we try to do on a very periodic basis.
That's quite interesting. I have a small AV of yours. Let me allow to play it.
Yeah, sure.
That's quite interesting to see how huge variety of startups that you are nurturing. So how do you go and identify them? Do you have any practice of calling for the applications or something like that? How does this your TBI works? I think it's a part of IIC, right?
So
So how
we
does it
have
work for the yeah? Uh,
Institute Innovation Council is a separate entity that nurtures innovations from the college students, whereas the Innovation Park caters to the larger medium. I mean, all across innovators all across the community. Say it's the extended colleges, the schools, or the communities, units, and basically the professionals across that we come into contact. That is the only difference between IAC and Innovation Park, I would say. And we work along with a lot of industries for each of these focus areas and do hackathons, call fors, and challenges regularly. And that's how we create our pipeline of startups. And in the college, as you mentioned, IAC does this every semester. We have integrated the innovation concept into the system, and we have made one of the assessment, where we give credits or marks for innovating in their concepts. So that is something that
so it's
regularly
part of the
creates this.
curriculum rather. It's part of the
Yes,
curriculum.
yeah, we
So
have
suppose I
made that
have
part of
an outsider, a young startup who doesn't belong to your college or institution. If he or she want to get incubated, then what exactly is the procedure for that?
Okay, it's pretty simple. Actually, we have on our website we have mails that they can write to, or there is something called as the idea form. It's a simple one-liner that they have to put. This is what my idea, and want to reach out to you. Every month on the end of the end 2 days, be 30, 31 or 29, 30, or 27, 28 for the February. So the end of 2 days, we make it a point to do the boot camps for all the applicants of that month. So that's where the journey starts. Once they have come to the boot camp, and that's where the engagement really starts.
That's quite simple and interesting. So, in the same training domain, I have Dr. Sowmini Sunkara over here. She also handles similar type of situation, but the difference is she goes to the grassroots level and works along with farmers and women folks and so on. So, I would like to hear from Dr. Sowmini that how exactly you go about it.
Thank you, sir. Here we have like an incubation center, which is a privately held, in fact. So our incubation center gives like a practically oriented, which is linked to the manufacturing unit. So I'm by myself, I'm a manufacturer who is having a multi-food processing industry. We have like a paddy unit, dal unit, millet unit with certain kind of capacities where we are using a manufacturing unit to give the value added product to the farmers. So we have a different kind of concept where we are saying that we can train all these farmers on these technologies through our incubation center. And we also linked up to the farmer producer organizations, which we were working from past few years, where we say, okay, come use our manufacturing center at first stage and then get convinced. Here we are using manufacturing as a service revenue model, where we say we provide this as a scope of service through to the farmer producer organizations who cannot invest in direct manufacturing now or in a food processing sector. So we give our as a model where we can say that come use our manufacturing unit, pay for the manufacturing services, and you can take back the product, where they can get convinced more easily and say, okay, I'm convinced with the model, and then I can push up to my establishment of a manufacturing unit. The second step, what we do in the incubation center or kind of an FPO consultancy model, what we do is like we facilitate the end to end. As Aarti said, all the entrepreneurs need like starting from exploring a company or maybe financial route or which where to go and where to provide these technology services. So we provide like a one-stop solution, particularly to the agri and allied sectors, where we invite young generation or the freshers who are coming out of colleges or can say if they want to start an enterprise, whoever it is. Like Aarti said, I rightly second her, saying that there is a lot of gap which is having here, because when we started our enterprise, we don't have all those ecosystem there. So now we are providing this ecosystem as a platform where we say, come to us. We are incubating and get this. Like we link to the service providers again, to a CA or to a financial advisor or to a BYST who can guide on the establishment of enterprise. So we provide, like we are connected. We are working in a collaboration platform where we, as Agrighar, is collaborated with different industries like Millet Mart or India Startup 360 for providing these platforms to get the incubatees. But also we provide the services on giving them hands-on experience where they can have the kind of, I should say, first-hand experience for them to say, okay, I am confident to start this enterprise, and then start our incubation services there, because first creating that confidence levels that this enterprise works in the business. So we give that kind of platform to connect those the gaps where we can say, okay, the physical infrastructure is there, come use it, get the confidence level, and then start your enterprise, where the other incubation platforms or the incubation institutes can seep in and provide their support.
Very good. Before I go further, I just play a small AV of yours.
Agriculture is not profitable since farmers and farmer producer organizations (FPOs) are concentrating only in production activities and selling their produce at lowest level of agriculture value chain. Rural youth migrate to urban areas in search of employment and live a hectic life for not getting their satisfied level of jobs. SHG women are taking loans from past 20 plus years, and they are only concentrating on credit and thrift mode of operations, but their livelihoods are not much improved. Solution for all these problems can be achieved through establishment of mini food processing units and transferring the benefit gained from these value addition services to the farming community. Agrighar aims to be an one-stop, unique, holistic, entrepreneurial ecosystem model of integrated training and manufacturing unit, where the trainees comprising of youth, farmers, women, and FPOs will be provided with a platform of rural entrepreneurial opportunities, which is a combination of hands-on training, supplement with required business development mentoring and hand-holding support, thereby helping them equip themselves with all the required skill and knowledge to initiate their own small-scale Agrighar business units.
That's wonderful. So one quick question what I wanted to ask is, you have mentioned as rural entrepreneurs. Do you have any incubatees from urban also, or you only support agri-based
Yeah,
entrepreneurs?
we do. We have like urban incubators also, where we are providing like a kind of different services, sir, where they have already established their enterprise, but we are connecting to the market. Like Nalini has come to you, or Suchetha has. This is all the reference kind of term what we will do, but our major concentration would be on the rural areas, because the actual need of small scale industries are needs to be done in the rural areas, where small scale investments also can boost up the economy and say, okay, I can only provide like 1 ton of with 1 ton of a machinery, where my the raw produce is available there, where the need of the machinery or the food processing industry or the manufacturing unit is there, where they can say the we can save a lot of logistics. That's our primary concern, where we are ordering, because now I'm placed in kind of a place where it is connected to the city, but not every rural areas are connected to the city. So we will be connecting through our platform. We have an online one digital platform also, where we are saying that we are connecting the local markets there itself. So we have in our network, we will be like a kind of a platform where we will connect all the stakeholders, and then we say, okay, this rural enterprise is available in say village of Chennai, near Chennai, and there is an entrepreneur who is also looking for that product. So we will be connecting all those rural and urban markets through our platform.
That's wonderful. Now I have one incubatee who has got recently incubated and become a startup now. Nalini, can you just share your experience as an incubatee? Where from you got incubated?
I'm incubated in Aghab, and we basically developed during the pandemic. While I was, we were all talking about nutrition. The whole world was talking about nutrition, and then I was doing a lot of research with my interest in, bread making and cooking. I realized that uh, we have stopped eating the grains that our ancestors used to eat, and that was the main cause of a lot of problems that people are suffering. And like we say now that India is a diabetes capital. This was not there earlier, but everybody is talking about diabetes now. So I realized that we have actually stopped eating what our ancestors used to eat, and two mainly there are two reasons. One, we don't know to cook now. We can't cook millets. It's very difficult for everybody to cook. The second reason was, it is difficult now. We are so used to the wheat and rice that it is very difficult for our palates to accept millets. So I did a lot of trials. I came across a product that was ready to eat, ready to cook. It can be cooked by anybody, even a small child can do it. And even children are able to eat the product much easier. That means millet can be a part of our daily life much easily in a convenient manner and good for a palates. So I got this
But
product, and I actually went to Aghab with the product, and now this product had to be scientifically tested. Aghab connected me to the scientist, food scientists in Agricultural University, and they did the standardizing and testing of the products. Aghab also connect. We got bootstrap grant from Aghab. Then we got so basically the product was validated by the scientists, uh, and we got bootstrap grant from Aghab. We got Nidhi Prayas grant. We also got a space inside the Agricultural University through Aghab to start our pilot production. So uh, it was a holistic. Uh, what we got, the benefits that we got, the product was validated, we got some grants, we got space for production, and we have been introduced to, generally we are introduced to a lot of government bodies, and like DRDOs. So it's a much easier approach than being
easier
all by
cakewalk
yourself.
for you. Easier
Yes,
cakewalk for you, perhaps.
yes, you can
But
say
only
that it's
why
much
only
easier.
why only
Entrepreneurship is
roti?
never a cakewalk, much easier.
Okay, but why only a roti, not any other product from millet? Roti
We
or
wanted to,
chapati. That is your specialization, right? Mm.
yes, because if you see most of the culture in the world, the staple is any kind of flatbread is a staple. So we are doing naans, we are doing parathas, we are doing fulkas. So and our idea is to go global. So in future we will be coming up with uh, tortillas with pita breads. So what I understand, that if I give staple uh, to anyone, millets can be a part of a daily meal on a daily basis. One can include millets every day instead of so this was our speciality. This was my thought behind it. Even a small child is liking to eat our rotis, so it's very easy to introduce millets.
Okay, Dr. Arti, what is your take on our comment that people are not aware of millet, they are not using as the earlier olden days have to be. What is your take on that?
Actually speaking, this is, I wouldn't blame the awareness part of it, Nalini. The thing is, this is part of our culture, and pretty much it has been so accustomed to us that we do not, feel the wow factor. Okay. So for anybody to actually grab from its store, there has to be some kind of a wow factor. Even if they see a packet of, say, the ragi breads or the flat breads on the store shelf, probably only those section of women who require Insta products, or those men who are looking at, they are entering into cooking. That particular section will want to, buy your product. But as you clearly mentioned, the go to market strategy would be definitely to, exploring global markets, because our products are, pretty much valued outside the country. That's not because we are not, wanting to buy it, because that is easily accessible to us, and there is a very much, pretty much a lot of competition. That's where. But your idea is brilliant. I really, liked the idea of flatbreads. You should definitely explore more international markets, and that's where I think you will become more profitable and scalable too.
Any quick
All the very best.
any
Thank you.
quick word on that, Nalini? Any quick word on that?
Yes, I completely agree with that, because the ready to cook products are much more in demand outside India rather than India, because the mindset is yet to come, but it's coming slowly.
But I think Subhatra will not agree with your points. So what do you say on that, Miss Subhatra?
Uh,
She's more prominent and popular there in the Indian market very much.
Sir, I
I
join
hope
you,
you're
and
strong.
even with Nalini, I join her answer, because there are some restrictions, but still people are accepting, because we have been with millet as a batter form for the past 5 years. We are with the industry, and we do have a plant now set up in Hyderabad, Kukatpalli also. In Coimbatore, we are doing good. We are even supplying to the institutions across, like hospitals are taking as a inpatient food. Like in Coimbatore, there is a famous hospitals like PSG, and everybody, they are consuming our batter, and they are supplying it. I mean, as a food for inpatients, and we are also supplying to the institutions. Here, a lot of factories are there. Even in the factories, for the employees, they are supplying millet food. So there is a change which has started, I will say, and it is yet to go, a long way. And of
That is
course,
But
continuing.
exactly,
are you
Subhadra. I
talking
think
only about the South Indian market, or you feel that okay, pan India or globally you have got a good market? What is your
Yes, sir.
market
In
study
Pan India
says?
also, I'm getting lot of enquiries. In UK also, we are trying to set up another unit. It is because like people are looking for millets basically, and they are turning, actually the person who is doing rice batter who wants to turn to be a millet batter producer. So that's how there is a welcome is there from other countries across. Even Middle East, we are getting lot of enquiries. I think there is a change has occurred, and people are moving towards millets on account of this international millet year. People are giving a lot of focus also. Everything puts in a very good shape, I will say.
Subhadra, actually, I want to, really point out during the conversation that you have brought out, you are more focused on B2B sector. So I think that is makes a huge difference. I guess
Okay.
that's a
I
brilliant
don't think so.
strategy.
No, we
I
sorry.
don't think so.
Are you directly
I'm
into
also with the
customers
retail.
also?
Yeah, we are into the retail in a very good volume. Almost 3 tons of packets we are giving across. I mean, batter we are producing, and we are into a very good customer segment in individual retail sales across stores and everywhere. We do have an exclusive outlet in Coimbatore for our own products. Apart from batter, we are also into dry segment, producing as a millet atta flour. Instead of making it as a paratha, we are making it as a flour. And like in Tamil Nadu, we use a lot of adai dosai. They say that is millet with other dals. We mix it and we prepare it. And even for recently, we produced it as a millet nonbu kanji. They say a kind of a soup which is used for especially for Muslims in Middle East. We have brought in some 5 variants, small millets, millet nonbu kanji, we call it here. So that is also now in pipeline, and almost it is through with the buyer, and it is going on. And apart from that, we have Paniyaram Padu, we say, maybe in Telugu, I suppose. Even that we are producing Paniyaram mixes, both sweet and spicy Paniyaram mixes from every single millet variant, like Bajra, Barnyard millet, Kodu millet, Foxtail, Little millet, white sorghum, any millet you name it, we have at least 6 to 7 variant types of South Indian breakfast or dinner, ready to cook items are with us. So totally we have 86 different products we have innovated so far, and people are consuming it, and there is a very good reception from the customer perspective, I'll say, in retail segment.
Satya, what is your experience with respect to response in overseas countries for millet?
See, I have been doing direct research in the overseas market in three geographies last 1 year in particular. One is Europe, the other one is the Far East, which is Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the third one is the Gulf. See, from an entrepreneur perspective, compared to European market and Indonesia, I think Gulf is easy, and they support a lot, especially in Dubai, for to woo investors and to make them make entrepreneurs come here and set up business. That's the first thing. Second thing is, with respect to the millet, the impact that India has done in promoting millets as International Year of Millet 2023 has already reached in the Gulf, in Dubai. In the last 1 month, since I'm here, I have been visiting various outlets in the supply chain, the distribution, where consumers can go and buy is. One is online, the second one is direct retail, the third one is
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. You have to check it. Thank you.
Sorry for the inconvenience due to some network issues. I had to just go out. Anyway, I have a small AV of Subhadhra madam.
I think Partha sir is logged off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I too think so.
So actually, this is just an outlet, and we have a manufacturing unit, and we are also into some more stores, which are like franchisee we are bringing up, and the reception from the customers are really good now.
Oh, this is an outlet in Coimbatore, ma'am.
Coimbatore, yeah, and we
Yeah,
do
it
have
is
it
an
in Sivagasi also, and Vellore also we have, and we are pipelining another store at Trichy for this month, and it will be opened.
So these are
So
all offline stores, or you are available online also?
we are available online in Amazon, Flipkart also, and we are with ONDC also. We have taken a platform. It is recently with the governments we have no like Open Network
With
Digital
Startup
Commerce. So,
EN, okay.
yeah, so there also it is an online sales which is picking up, and I think now the response is really good. Right from the days when we started, now it is fairly good, I will say.
So what about the shelf life?
Shelf life for batters, we are giving it for at least 10 days under refrigeration. Probably some of my customers, they say they keep it even for 15 days also, it stays good. We are giving 10 days for sure. And apart from the dry products, we are giving even an year of shelf life with the pre-processing, whatever we are
See,
doing.
if the
Yeah.
packing is good, if the packing is good, definitely it can withstand 20 days. That we have practically seen that for any wet
Yes, yes.
batter.
True, true.
What is your take on that, Satya? Do you feel that it has got a potentiality overseas somewhere?
Yeah, am I audible? Sorry, I got
Yeah, you are audible. You are
interrupted
audible.
earlier. See, ma'am, it's
Yes.
the supply chain and the cold chain that matters. If we if here we have the capacity to bring any product from India in 2 to 3 days time, we can lift by air, and we have a very good number of retail outlets, Indian outlet, especially for these dosa and other things. There is a good market for that. Gulf, and I am happy to support you in that. Yeah, we can work together.
Very,
We
very
talk
glad.
offline.
Very, very glad to know, sir. Actually, we have also come out with another model where the flour of batter can be prepared. It will be as good as making your idli, it can be done. So we do ferment it, and we have some processing, and with which we can bring it as a dry flour with which you can make idli itself.
Yeah, we'll
Uh,
explore both the options. Yeah, all the
yeah,
options.
yeah. Maybe we can discuss again later on.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Artiji, do you have any thought process how these people can collaborate? You have seen three, four different type of product being manufactured, and they are there in the market. Do you see that some sort of synergy can emerge, or how the incubators or incubating centers they encourage this?
So pretty much, in the innovation park, we have, different stages in which we support startups. So starting from where Nalini ma'am is coming from, I mean, it's very from the idea stage, and all the way to prototyping and finding out the shelf life, researching on the right composition. Especially now that we are talking about millets and kitchen innovations, I'm talking in that sense. So we help them find out the right balance of developing the product, connecting with different peoples and also facilities. We closely work with the Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, TNEAU, and also Tiruchi Agricultural Research Center. So these people help us with all the other facilities, CFTIR in Taramani, and Food Technology Sciences in Anna University. All these people and all these ecosystems come together to nurture, develop a product together. And once that is done, we take care about defining, helping them, get to different platforms like this. Putting them to market access. Before that, we also do a small pilot study. In our campus. Our campus is pretty much a small market by itself. We have more than 8,000 students and more than 500 residential faculties, in the same campus, with a floating crowd of 1,000 every day. So we test it out in our cafes. Every Friday we have a testing day where we introduce some new innovations in kitchen. So that becomes also a way to validate, find out if any Of course, after FSSAI, license. So we test it out and find out the mini market is liking or not. Then we roll out the other startups. And I definitely see with the few startups in kitchen sector. For example, I have a startup, Eva Notions. She works on creating a product line on spirulina-based products. Everything starting from spirulina infused ragi cakes, not the maida cakes, but ragi cakes, and all the way to candies, cotton candies, and also ice creams and shortcakes. So she has a product range of spirulina-based yummy, to attract the preteens to come and explore healthier options. And we also have startups which are working on palm sugars based products, palm sugars, palm biscuits, palm sticks, and also palm chocolates to introduce into the new age kids diets. We have indigenous syrup startups who are working on indigenous syrup, starting from palm syrup to hibiscus syrup, uh, avarampu, and various other indigenous combinations of syrups and sauce soups. So these are pretty much the kitchen innovations that we are working. One recently startup that has come to us is Arula, which works on bamboo tea, and it has been scientifically proven that bamboo leaves are good for rheumatism and to cure arthritis, and hence we have been helping them to come up with a combination that works pretty much to like the green tea or the basic tea. So we are working together with such startups, and I see a lot of synergy, especially with Millet Mart and also Agrighar, where we can see working together to explore how these startups can also grow in different sectors.
Yes, sure, Bharti. I also would like to see a broader scope where we are having some kind of infrastructures where we can facilitate more entrepreneurs to come into this field and try out. In fact, in our aggregate center also we have like a product development where people can even try. That's what we are intending to have a quality lab also for saying that the product nutrition content or everything we are going to establish that part also, so that it's not nowhere less than anywhere where you can happily come and use our product which is manufactured raw product, and then you can as well go and develop your product finally, like whether Nalini is there or Subhadhra is there, they can come and use our place also, because yeah, primary again the primary concern to any entrepreneur is like having a physical infrastructure which is ready even to go to ag hub also, because this is what the incubation centers like yours or mine would help on ensuring that.
मेरा यहीं रखना
And just to add on, Subhadra ma'am, and all the women out there, what do you think? Especially that because we are talking about food innovations, do you see this more concentrated with women, like all the panelists that we are here today, or do you also have equal contributions coming from men, innovations from men?
In fact, I would say that women only can feel the requirement of the taste, because they finally have to feed the family first, then go to the men. Yes, men support will always be there, but the palatability or the testing in the kitchen is only with the women. I can say that.
True,
Though we
ma'am.
have
True.
the same common
Actually,
commodities,
yeah,
we will try out different recipes. So
exactly.
I'm not sure maybe whether other women will agree or not,
No,
but
I
maybe
agree with you,
Yes,
ma'am.
yeah,
It's true
I
that,
think
more
whatever we
women are
create,
coming.
yeah.
I think whatever we create, we ultimately have to get it tested by the men or the kids to get
Exactly.
an approval.
Yeah, my son always says this complaint, Mommy, you try every day millet something differently, always with me. Because at
Yeah.
home I try
So,
all these innovations and he used to sometimes complain.
so without the men
So
and the
it is,
kids, our
You want
innovations
to
are
test it on
incomplete.
the men, or
They are our first.
Right. That's
So
what
our
you want to
innovation
test
is
it on the
incomplete
men or
without
test
a
it for the
feedback.
men.
No, I agree to ma'am, because in my case personally, when I started this venture, uh, we formed two family-based business, and the first one was started by my wife actually, and I was just supporting her, and the second one was started by my mother. So yes, the key to the success for me in this business is yes, my wife and mother only, and still they continue to support me. Yeah.
Very glad to know, sir. It is
That's quite
really happy.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
actually
think now
speaking, I
Suchetha
have
is
couple of
the
Parthasarathy sir, to my on contrary to what women are saying here, I have two startups completely led by men. And I don't know. I'm sure that they do not work back in their kitchen and do R&D, but definitely they are the brand ambassadors who are completely taking the lead in promoting that startup. So
That's true.
yeah, I have
Men
equal
play a big role
contribution to men
when they're
also.
promoting. In fact, once they get satisfied with the product, they are the good
Yeah.
promoters of the product, which women will take a back step. In fact, to go that path.
Very
Yeah,
true.
So
Yeah.
mostly marketing part is by men. They do better job. Where women are into more on innovations on food. That is what my experience I can say.
yeah.
Yeah, agree.
So, if I can speak
that's
something
quite
about from the
interesting.
consumer point of view, because I am in direct touch with the consumers who are looking for millet-based products. When, as a nutritionist, as a clinical dietitian, I prescribe them millets, the first question that comes to me is that, it is very monotonous to eat millets every day, the same product. What are we supposed to do? So, first and foremost, I'm very glad to see that so many people are coming up with innovative products so that people have a choice when they have to manage their condition. Because as a clinical dietitian, my first recommendation to people is to replace their wheat before rice, replace their wheat with millets. As we all know that now we have genetically modified wheats which are really not digestible by human gut. It's not completely digested, and that's giving rise to inflammation. So my first recommendation to my patients is to switch to millets. And the first question I get, many questions I get, but the first question is, it is so boring to eat millets every day. So I'm so glad to see that you people are giving so much of variety. And now, few more questions which I, come across, which I will, tell you also that if you can address it or highlight it in your marketing. One is that people have this myth that if they eat too much of millets, like every day or two times in a day, they are prone to digestive issues. Because the gut has been used to digesting this wheat and rice since the childhood, right? Suddenly they switch to millets, and there they come across a lot of digestive disturbances. So maybe they need to switch slowly at a slow pace so that their enzymes get used to digesting something new. The digestive system, because each raw product like wheat or rice or millets, they will require a different type of adjustment inside the digestive tract. Now your digestive tract is tuned to digesting your wheat and the rice, and suddenly you start giving millets, they will have some discomfort. So maybe if this can be somehow communicated that if you move slowly from wheat and rice to millets, this problem will not come, because you will get adjusted, you will evolve to digest these millets, because now we have not been doing millets for quite some time. Then, secondly, one more issue which people have there in the mind is that it is all over that millets have anti-nutrients. We all know that it has anti-nutrients, and these anti-nutrients sometimes inhibit the absorption of certain important micronutrients. So, if this is highlighted, that the process through which we have manufactured this millet product, we have taken care of getting rid of all the anti-nutrients. So anti-nutrients inhibit the absorption of micronutrients. So this product, my product, is not going to do that, because we have taken care of getting rid of the anti-nutrients by various processes. And so this millet product is not going to inhibit the absorption of your other essential micronutrients. This is one very important thing. Third is that it is giving rise to thyroid issues. This is also, I come across a lot of people when I prescribe them millets. They say that, it's fine, you are giving me millets, I have diabetes or I have NAFLD, that might get cured if I do lifestyle changes. But what about thyroid issues? Thyroid issues come up because of millets. This is a very, very common myth amongst patients. So if this is addressed in some way or the other, maybe the consumption will go up. People who have inhibitions, if these inhibitions can be removed in the marketing campaign or while sensitization or while awareness, if all these issues can be addressed, I'm sure people will be more open to buying millet products. So this is from consumer point of view, because I'm in direct touch with the people who are using these products.
So,
But how
Dr.
to
Dr.
address it?
Alka, I just
Yeah.
so our
Yes.
How to
products,
address it?
we
That's
are
also you need to suggest.
I very well agree with Dr. Alka. So what our products, we are making millet chapatis using fermentation technology, which will address all these, fermentation makes millets more digestible, one. And it also solves the problems of anti-nutrients, because fermentation increases absorption of minerals by breaking the phytates.
So this
So
is this highlighted in your marketing
yes,
campaigns?
yes,
Yeah,
yes, it
we
is.
do highlight the similar concept for our batters also. Because
Hmm.
for batters also, we soak it for more than 8 hours. And by the way of soaking, and also it is given for fermentation, and we make it into some pH level is maintained. By the way, we are able to bring it as a kind of a good product. So all these, whatever the compliance people say, everything is removed by the process itself. So this we are highlighting, and I have been doing this with a lot of customers. Whenever they buy, whenever we are with the customers, they every time they used to give this kind of a questions: is it not an anti-nutrient? Will it not bring thyroid problem? There are a lot of issues. We will get digestion problems. They are afraid to even pick in the beginning days. We had a real challenge. I was unable to sell even 50 packets a day with the when we started. It was real tough time I had, because they used to give all these questions. Even somebody, they used to ask whether it is a vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Because in Tamil Nadu, for a barnyard, yeah, for barnyard, there is a term called a Kudrevali. So people were asking me whether is it a vegetarian food, because in Kudrevali in English means it is horse tail. Okay, so they were even questioning like that. So the awareness level was so bad, but now I think people are somehow they are knowing about it, and all these people who are coming forward, all these new venturing people, everybody, we all should give a lot of focus in educating people about millets. That
Yeah.
is very, very
So
important.
awareness will, even if I come across the direct end users, if you ask me, the awareness still is 10-20% of the whole population. 70 to 80% of the population still believes, that millets can be harmful in certain
Yeah.
quantities or time. So this very important work to all the startups in the millet business is to create the awareness that,
True.
we are fermenting, we are getting rid of anti-nutrients, go slow, whatever are the USPs of the products. Awareness has to be worked on a big scale.
Exactly. This is
Uh,
very, very important, and
Thank
we have
you.
been doing it with a lot of consumers.
Alka,
It's a
now that we
collective
are
effort
talking
by
about
everyone. Yeah, please carry on.
Alka, a small question here. Now that we are talking about, introducing millets in diet, and as you rightly pointed out, it is not easy to take in the beginning. What about these, varieties which is actually meant for different climate conditions? Say, bajra or jawar is not so accustomed to the south part of the nation, where the climate is slightly different. It is usually, more common in the northern states. So how do we, put it across in our diet? Does that bring any change? Should we stick around to the indigenous varieties?
So see, millets as such, each millet has a different characteristics. You cannot generalize. Okay, it is high in fiber, it is high in calcium, it's high in iron, it's high in protein. But then every millet, each millet is different in the quantities. It's not that this one has 12 grams per 100 grams, like foxtail millet has 12 grams of protein per 100 grams. Same amount is not there in ragi. Ragi has around 7 to 8 grams per 100 grams. So if we want somebody to address the protein requirement, somebody is not getting enough protein, then that person has to go for foxtail millet. So it is like, all the millets are made for everybody. not localized. It is not. It depends upon your condition, like what is your requirement. So because I deal with people with metabolic syndrome, I usually suggest the millet which goes well with their condition. If somebody is suffering from deficiencies, then the other one, with protein, then the other one. So I feel that millets is something that should be very uniform irrespective of the region where it is grown. Bajra is equally good for the North Indian, equally good for the South Indian. Now, South Indians are not used to using bajra, so maybe some innovative products where they will accept bajra as a pearl millet as a part of their diet. So this will be a very good thing if we can generalize the millet use throughout the country rather than keeping it localized. I think ragi is very very prevalent in South. Like even in the children, ragi malt is given. We have some energy drink where we put buttermilk and make it's called amboli, I think, right?
Yeah.
Ragi is very prevalent in the south, not very prevalent in the north. But north women are suffering from anemia. So just imagine if you introduce ragi to the North Indian women, how much it will help them.
Yeah.
So I feel that it is your all the startups and
Everyone.
innovators to create products which are acceptable in the north and in the south. Create something of ragi which is acceptable in the north, something of pearl millet which is acceptable in the south. So that is one way which the startups can look at millet.
Satya, any product that you can recommend for Bajra?
Pasta.
Satya, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Pasta.
Can you hear me? Pasta. I said pasta.
Okay, okay. Acha, just to take it further,
I think
Suchetha, I think it's high time that you talking about your products and then you share some views and how you encourage the women in this particular endeavor. These points I would like to have it from you, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Partha sir. Actually, I think I'm the only odd man out here. But yes, we are also into manufacturing and promoting the natural products. We are basically into organic products for the baby furnishings. So started in 2017 as with the market of the baby quilts, and that too with natural fibers. When India was talking about organic food, I was talking about the organic furnishings for the babies. And obviously, I didn't get the market over here. For 6 months, you won't believe, actually, I did not earn a single penny. And that was quite, disappointing for me. And I immediately started contacting the US buyers, few of them. And then thankfully, there was an exhibition, B2B exhibition. I participated in that. And there I really got few buyers. I also carried a few samples with me, and for my surprise, actually, all the samples were sold out in the exhibition. So that's how I started, and I never looked back again. So right now, we are 4 years down the line. Take out just 1.5 year of COVID, and we were completely closed during that time. Now we are actually diversified in different products, and we have around 25 SKUs under our brand, and we are more into more than 5 international markets.
That's good. Satya, anywhere that you can come as a helping hand to Suchetha and her products?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I can. But my primary focus is on food,
Yeah,
but this is
we
another
are
thing.
not into
The
Middle
market
East
is
at
not.
all.
No, no. The textile part, right? So there is a
Yes.
big market is here
Yeah.
because this is a more buyer's market,
Yeah.
and here in Gulf they import things, okay, from other countries, unlike in the Indonesian market where they make it on their own, because this is the scope is here for everything in Gulf, especially in Dubai, for all
Yeah.
products,
Yeah.
not just food products.
So actually, Satya sir, actually, for your kind information, we are actually also started the bed linens for the hotels. So hotel linens is something actually which is uniquely we are doing right from different quality of right from 200 TC to 1400 TC, which is the highest possible quality in hotel industry. And since Dubai and Middle East is basically the tourism oriented markets, actually there is a huge demand for our products over there.
Definitely. Yes. We'll help you to grow your business there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Aarti, I just want to share some information with you. Yes. Of course, Suchetha is my counterpart from Hyderabad, and we are part of the largest mentor fraternity called Bharatiya Shakti Trust. We have got more than 3,000 plus mentors in various domains. Okay, since she is working in a specific domain with respect to textiles, do you have any textile startups where she can be of help to you, or maybe or you can be of help to her, or something like that mutually?
Actually speaking, we just connected before the session started, and I was super excited to connect with her because we have, just today morning, we inaugurated a center for fashion design and studio, which focuses on creating a pipeline of innovations in textile, fashion, and accessories. And we want to create and nurture startups, nurture students and other people who want to have their own creative lines of products. And one more thing is, because it was inaugurated by Kamal Hassan, we are also working along with him, thinking in the lines of how indigenous khadi, Kamal being an ambassador of Khadi House, he houses a Khadi center in Chicago, and hence we are looking at how we can collaborate with different indigenous fabrics and make it more sustainable or more pleasing for the young generation, how it could be really propagated across the globe. So definitely that's a great market, and I was super excited already to connect with Suchetha in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Actually,
That's quite
Aarti, I do
interesting.
agree.
Here,
Yeah. Yes,
I
sir.
would like to share one
What
more
was it?
piece of information that from India's. Yeah, yes, madam.
No, sir, please proceed,
Hello.
sir. Let me add. Let me add later, sir. You please proceed, sir.
Okay. Okay, now from India Startup 360, I just want to communicate and make it known to you and also to the viewers and community who are watching. We nurture various types of startups from concept stage, the idea stage to innovation stage to market stage, where as a culture of Bharatiya Shakti Trust, we have the strong policy to handle them not only with respect to innovative ideas and concept development, and also we help them to get the funding through various schemes and also various networks that are available in our connection. And also post disbursement, we help them to go to the market and spread it globally. So that we do it very religiously since lockdown stage. I think we have conducted more than 57 live events where the online events we have got viewership ranging from 5,000 clicks minimum to 23,000 clicks maximum. So that is our strong present there in the market. So we'll also be interested to work along with you and more TBIs like you globally. So that is one point I wanted to add over here. So I think it has been a very interesting session that various type of people involved over here, the trainers, the manufacturers, and also the importers and so on. Maybe Satya can share a few more words like how we can help the entire ecosystem, not only women and also the entire ecosystem for that matter, and how we are planning to work along with the TBIs also. He can share his views and then take it further. Maybe after that we'll have everybody's conclusion, and then we'll call it a day. Over to you, Satya.
Yeah. Thank you,
Satya,
sir. Ye- Yes, sir.
so your views about how you can work along with various incubation centers, and what is your roadmap? Do you have any buyback arrangement for the startups or something like that? You can share your
Uh,
views upon that.
yeah, sure. So, see,
Yes.
I specialize currently and focus, at least for the next 5 years, only in the Gulf market, where I have invested a good amount and I have a good hold in the market. So, to the startups, I can help in forward linkage by setting up the market for their product in the Gulf geography. That I assure you, that is my business as well. Yeah, this is something which I can assure and work with each of you on a daily basis.
That is there with respect to incubators and the incubation center like MCC, MRF. Do you
Yeah,
have any
yeah,
plan to
sure.
work along with
Yeah, yeah,
universities and
definitely.
industries?
What I have seen is uh, I have met lot of given my seminars and speeches in various agriculture universities and incubation centers. What I see is that two things. When the startups come and learn on the incubation center, they immediately want to export their product. This is the first thing. So first, I would advise the any entrepreneurs to first sell their product locally in India. That is the first thing. Second thing is, see, once they are seasoned, the second part which they lack is even the seasoned people is see each and every country have their own compliance. Like how in India we have FSSAI, here in Dubai we have the halal, and in Singapore we have the SFA. In Europe market we have Codex Alimentarius Corporation. See, each of them focus on the quality very much from both manufacturing process as well as the product. I want people, the incubatees, to definitely go through, especially in the food, what is the quality requirements, not just in the food, even in other things also, even in the clothing. Madam was saying in the hotel, the linen thing. So, those who come into incubation centers to make any product, want them to know whatever product they are making, what is the requirement, statutory requirement and compliance requirement from different countries in the world. That should be on their mindset, so that whenever they make any product, they will think of not just for making this product for their home or for their city. They'll make a product whichever place may be in India, but the product should be in compliance with the quality requirements from different parts of the globe, so that the products which are manufactured from India can reach the global market very well, and the revenue which we make out of the food product. For example, in millet, 2021, the production of millet is high, in India is highest in the world. 30 lakh metric tons. Okay, 30 lakh metric tons, which is 33% of the global market share, highest in the world. Whereas when you see the revenue is less than $1 billion, whereas the global revenue which is earned by millet is more than 10. So that means less than 10% is what the market share we have in terms of revenue. That means we produce more, but we the money which we make out of it is less. Whereas in the West it is opposite. They produce less and they have a market share in the revenue of more than 50%. So we need to see, this is because of the gap in understanding the quality compliance of the product which is developed by us with the international market, because the value for our product is already set higher for all the millet products. it's already set very high. In India, so we have less. The manufacturing cost is less only in India as compared to other places. So we have to take advantage of this and ensure that we manufacture any product which is of highest quality, which can comply with different parts of the world. The incubating centers can play a major role in imparting this as part of their incubation curriculum so that they learn where they are getting incubated. So this is my thoughts, sir.
Sir, may I add few points?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, my idea is like, on account of this International Millet Year, we can also open up some more avenues for other women to take a lead with us in terms of connecting with us in bringing our products into a ready to eat form. Because I see like in Swiggy or Zomato, anybody wants to have a bachelor is there, somebody who wants to try something on millet food, there won't be any kind of stores available in terms of giving it as a ready to eat form, in the sense just to pick it up and eat. So people can come forward. Probably the maybe Aarti and other kind of a team members can support in such a way to bring up more of millet ready to eat kind of stores where they can just come and have food and go. That's why probably they can work it in that way, because every one of us, like Nalini ma'am is giving a kind of ready to eat kind of ready to cook kind of a parathas, and we are bringing millet batters and other kind of a products. So every one of us are giving a product which is supposed to be cooked next. So someone can play a role where it can be cooked and given, so that all of us can find it easy to avail it, because people may think that they want to try, but how many of them are coming forward to try is I don't know. Probably such kind of people, when they come forward, people will try it in common centers, like a millet experience center can happen, where people can try, and by the way they can also buy it and try it at their home. So this
So,
is
so I
my
definitely, what you are telling, that's exactly what I was going to say. Good that you
okay.
brought it up. There is a huge population of students, youngsters who are working, who are not
Okay.
married, and they need products which are ready to eat, not ready to cook, which they can
Yes.
just order and eat. So this is
Doc-
one very important area which is where there's a big gap. Anybody who cannot cook is not actually having any product of millets which they can put into their lives. Then, in
Dr.
addition to
Alka,
that,
yeah,
in
we
addition
have
to
ready
that,
to eat parathas.
Since
Sorry.
okay, so you don't even need to heat it. It is
No,
like you
you
go.
just have to put it in the microwave and eat it.
So what I
Okay.
think,
What about the side
from
dish? Are you giving even that?
you
No,
don't
no,
even
no,
need
we are
that.
not.
You can just like open like
We
a
are not.
chips or cookies, which are
In
so
fact,
convenient to eat. Just open
Yeah.
and eat. So somebody's
Yeah.
traveling
Yeah.
home
I
from
also mean
office,
the same.
can just keep something in the bag, remove it and eat it. So if we have these type
Exactly.
of products, it will definitely help a huge population who doesn't have those cooking facilities. And
True.
one segment. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
since I am also more on sugarless corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup less products, Dr. Aarti has just connected to me before this session regarding some palm sugar product, which is again a very good option. So Dr. Aarti, the products which you are offering in palm sugar, it is ready to eat, ready to cook. What is the products which are on
Ready to
offer?
consume. It's just exactly the alternative for sugar. It could be used in all the beverages that you regularly use.
So it's like open the packet
that
and
is quite
consume it.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
the uniqueness, I would say, uniqueness of the product is usually in south parts of the Tamil Nadu. We get, what we called as palm candies, which has to be actually boiled and made into a syrup to utilize in the beverages. But this has become, completely powder. So pretty much it is easy to use like any other white sugars,
It's fully dissolved.
I
fully
saw
dissolved. Yeah.
one specific brand of coffee. I saw one specific brand of coffee all along the roads of South India. That is palm sugar coffee. That is
Karpati
one
coffee. Yeah.
franchisee brand has come up. Karpati
Yeah.
coffee.
Karpati
That is
coffee.
one
Yeah.
thing. That's quite
And
interesting.
it's a student entrepreneur, by
Anyway,
the way.
So this should reach to the whole of
very good.
India.
That's great.
So we have to get the localized products to for the entire country to benefit from it.
One, a problem statement or something that I have, from the experience that I've learned is there is a segment now that, more women are getting into the employment sector and struggling between managing a home and their office. One major section is, of course, the ready to eat and other varieties that they are sorting out to, keeping in the mind the health, consciousness also. One problem is that the snack item, what to really get them to the school tiffin boxes, or what actually to give them at the 4 o'clock, snack. So that's something it's becoming very difficult. Kids are becoming really, really choosy. More and more, the junk is getting into their diet, and if we could, replace, that's where I think, one of our startup is coming up with a whole lot of, cakes, confectionaries, everything made out of millets, and infused with, fortified with, the spirulinas, the nuts, and other benefits, the micronutrients that would be required for the kids. And I think that pretty much is a section which has to be addressed in a lot more, in India as well as globally as well.
So this 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. snack is the biggest challenge for everybody, not only kids, right from adults. Each one of us must have experienced this. This 4 p.m., 5 p.m. is the time where we really need something which doesn't take too much of time but gives us the nutrition.
It's not even for kids, it's also for working women,
Yeah,
may I
for
add.
everybody, men, women, adults, old.
Yeah.
This is the dangerous time slot where you
Yes.
usually fall off from your
Whatever is
nutrition.
Yeah, yeah. No, in fact, I will take up the Subhadra's idea where we can say we can promote more women entrepreneurs. We do have like a women association here where we are exploring different opportunities for women, new coming upcoming women to start their enterprises. Maybe this taking up your millets, and then we do have like Supriya is there where they are also selling this kitchens, and millet on wheels concept is also there from Partha sir and Satyaraman sir. And we also have like VMart store. Again, we want to use all your products there. I would like to like float an idea where we want to go to pan Indias, because again a connecting platform again to make your product available also is a key. So we have come up with the VMart global platform where we want to achieve to global markets. But here we are also finding difficulty in uh, what should I say, to convince a woman to become an entrepreneur, where we say okay, these many people are there already, but still I don't know where we are failing or where we are lagging behind, where we can say okay, in spite of speaking our efforts and all this fine, I feel like not many women are coming out of the steps. I don't know. So recently I'm also I'm also talking this loudly, because I think we should stop talking about women empowerment rather than speaking the men to be facilitating those support systems at home. That is the key issue. Again, we have to really
Pushers,
yes, because women
pushing
are
factor.
already there.
Now you
Women
want
are
the men
there.
to be as the driving factor behind a
Yes,
woman.
the support
I
system
have a
which is
You
suggestion
expect
here actually. When
Yeah,
behind
so
Sowmini is
behind
talking
every
about,
successful woman there needs to be a successful man.
yes,
yeah,
supporting men,
when
supporting
Sowmini is
men.
talking about,
kickstart
That's quite
anything from a
interesting.
scratch
Yeah.
needs your full-time devotion, 24 hours,
Yes, yes.
24/7,
See,
which women
all
usually
of us.
multitasking. So it's really
But
it's
no,
a good
She
no,
has
show.
a
we,
beautiful store in Banjara Hills,
yes,
actually, the heart of the city. And
yeah,
people come and buy the products over there. Why can't we
yeah.
all together come and, place the products over there? At the same time, put a line in your own website or in your own multimedia pages, social media pages, saying that our products are available at
Available
VMart
in
Global.
the,
So
yes,
that will help out. Actually, I work as marketing
yes,
strategist and a financial strategist for many startups, and keep talking to the women entrepreneurs. This is how actually we collaborate. The women
yes,
collaborate, and this
yeah.
is how we need to promote each other's brand. So
So
they
now
have
we
put a
have,
lot of efforts actually keeping up the store over there. It's in the heart
yeah.
of the city, Banjara Hills. So let's take advantage of that platform. At the same time, help the platform come out and give a shout out at your own social media pages. So that's a great
And
idea
you
to
know,
do that.
each one of us can collaborate. Like you
Yes,
people are
Yeah,
coming out with products. You can always say, if you consume these things, you are going to fight this disease. So
yeah,
that
yeah,
helps us,
Very
our uh, mission to
Talking
help
about
people come out of metabolic syndrome. Yeah,
Talking
Dr.
about women entrepreneurs, not coming out of their comfort zone is absolutely a problem, Dr. Sowmini, and I, completely second you. I've been seeing this. The early, the one solution would be to catch them early, very early from the college days,
true,
or
true.
from, even school days for that matter. We have witnessed some of the, very young entrepreneurs like Vishaka who does baking and other, startups from seventh grade actually. So that is one solution. But again, there is definitely going to be, nutrition, or they're going to drop off, they're going to get married, a lot of other priorities that would come in their lifetime. And hence I see that, as you mentioned, support system from the family is definitely, very vital for not only the women, but also I find it very, vital for the men entrepreneurs also. It is equally important for any entrepreneur in such case. There is a startup with me which is who is working on supporting micro entrepreneurs, especially homepreneurs, to put their products on one platform. And he actually, connects A to Z, starting from picking up, verification, to, Dunzo, and also getting orders, all the way to finance and support. So one platform for all of this. Currently, he's working on food, sector, creating a platform. His platform is called Eat, which is very much user friendly, like the Swiggy, where you can choose and order products. For the back end, for the women chef, it is home based chef. It is very easy to use because you just need to post pictures of what you are, serving. Everything is taken care completely on the platform. So that's what he has been, trying to put it across, from each, the application. I think similarly, when we are talking about supporting women entrepreneurs, we should see if we can support, also nurture business models like the legit puppet, where, a group of women come together without compromising their situations or their own challenges. They're able to grow a world class, business together.
In
So we
fact,
should be able to.
I'll be concentrating. The sector which I chose was like only to make those stories, not only in Papad, but you name it, in all your
Yeah, yeah.
enterprises. Our intention of floating an association and also going to global platform is to support back those rural entrepreneurs where they don't have to worry about their product selling. It's you and
Yes.
me who will be worried in establishing our brands, establishing our market levels, but they're just sitting at their homes. They are making in groups and they just give the supply chain. There's a constant supply chain, which is also again a big problem for each one of us. You cannot just say I have like 10 tons of ragi flour ryeing. It's not possible, because the supply chain needs to be really streamlined, and it should be worked in numbers only. It's not on the quantums and also on the numbers, but it also is like a timely making availability of the product is again this one. That's the reason I'm more concentrating on the rural areas where, yeah, beautiful women like us, we can speak, but they are not ready to speak. They cannot get that capability of selling their product.
I
So
think more
the
than the
way,
capability, I think, instead of putting them into an uncomfortable situation and asking
true,
them
that's
to do
not
what they are
necessary.
not comfortable,
Yeah, yeah.
we
What
can we
they
can
are,
definitely
they are
support
more
each other.
true. That's the reason I even when Father sir said as like I am not really concerned about the urban entrepreneurs, because they are already having different kind of support systems which are already there. Like you name it, all the incubation centers are there. You name it, you can have all the trainings and everything. But what for the rural areas where they cannot say that I want to do. Morning I met another person who is like there are 300 people looking for opportunity. So if we
Yes.
can say, okay, this is a kind of, so from our association, what we will do is like we will go with a basket of opportunities and ask them to pick one. It's not that if I'm going as an individual entrepreneur, I'll only teach about agriculture and food and processing. But if I can take Suchetha along, she can teach about textile manufacturing. If I take another entrepreneur who is into biodegradable napkins, she can teach about it. So if I could go with a basket of opportunities, let them not constraint on what they want to do. If they can do the 10 products at a time, and they can be a suppliers back end. So this is our primary, again, the next goal which we'll be working on.
Hey, that's quite understandable, Dr. Sowmini. See, one thing I can guarantee you, as you know very well, I have a lot of connects, lot of women entrepreneurs as well from different domains. So let's brainstorm and then like come together. What one thing, but as a concluding remark, maybe like I can do it in the interest of the time is, yes, you have lot many ideas, you will have lot many uh, willingness to go for one extra mile and then travel it. But as you rightly said, that we need to reach the bottom of the pyramid where we have lot many people who are there looking for an opportunity and also looking for a guidelines and looking for a supply chain and everything. And we definitely have worked out to a great extent, and we have found it much more successful also. Satya has got a very beautiful supply chain mechanism for anywhere from India. We can pick up the products and we can deliver it globally. That one arrangement we already have it. So, as a special request to Dr. Arti, what I can say is, suppose you get about say thousands and thousands of applications. Can you find only this 10, 20 come under your purview? Maybe you can upload all the reminders and they can recommend. Maybe you can upload it as we'll maybe able to screen them up and then try to help them without any limitation. He may be a micro entrepreneur or she may be a well established startup looking for some additional funding and a second round of funding or whatever it is, or maybe looking for a market connect. So in all the 360 degrees in any three M's, mentor, money, and market, definitely we'll be able to help them out. So with this remark, I would definitely thank you one and all, and then like to conclude today's session. And we'll definitely meet back very quickly on a very larger platform or longer platform where we can go with more people and then help each other. So I thank you everyone, and I'll also wish you a very happy Women's Day celebration tomorrow. And I also request you to inspire more and more women, and then come forward to improve the living standard and create more and more livelihood. So thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was
Thank
a
you,
great
and happy
insight.
Women's
Bye
Day
bye.
for every one of you.
Yeah,
Happy Women's Day.
it's a great effort.